Dear learners, welcome you all in this course Systematics of Angiosperm. Today we will going to explore the next monocot family, that is Pandanaceae. So now first of all I am going to discuss the systematic position, and this particular family according to Bentham placed it monocotyledony, and the series of this particular family is Nudiflora. And as you can see here in the monocot, it belongs to the nudiflary and this Pandanaceae position according to Bentham and Hooker system. So if we compare the systematic position of the Pandanaceae, you can see according to Bentham Hooker, as we have discussed earlier, this is placed in the class monocotyledony in the series Nudiflora, while Engel and Prandtl place this particular family in the monocotyledony in the order Pandanaceae. So now moving towards the distribution of this particular family. This family having a 4 genera with a species 2000, this particular family have a 4 genera with about 225 species. This is distributed mainly in the tropics of the Old World. A few are warm temperate regions. And these 4 genera of this particular family Pandanaceae are the main genera, that is Pandanaceae, that is also called as Scrupine, that is followed by Frasacea, Sararanga, then Metilentedron. These are the 4 main genera of this particular family, are distributed in the coastal or marshy areas in the tropics and subtropics of the Old World, that is the Paleotropics as we have seen, or they may be present in the warm temperate regions. They are quite abundant in the Malaya, Melanesia, Madagascar, and few species in Hawaii, New Zealand, southern China and Japan. And in India, Pandanaceae is the largest genus having 150 species distributed along the sea coast of India. And many species of Pandanaceae are also present in India and grown in the Bay of Bengal sites. And if we see the vegetative characters of this particular family, Pandanaceae, they have a showing quite variation in their habits. Like they also have a, if we see the habit of this particular family, they show quite variation in this. They include trees, shrubs, lianas, vines, epiphytes, perennial herbs, as well as these plants are dioecious. Besides this, some of the plant are also mangroves. So they are showing the quite variation in their habit. And if we see the roots of this particular plant, roots are stout, aerial prop roots. As you can see here, these are the aerial prop roots. And aerial, when they present, they are often actually support the trunk. As you can see, they are supporting the trunk. You can see these are the roots that supporting the trunk of this particular stem. And the guard is still root and also produced from the branches. And these rarely roots are climbers. So this particular plants, you can see this is the habit of the plants, and the most prominent feature of this particular family is the presence of prop and still root, that is for the supporting the stem. Stem is aerial, erect or maybe bent, branch or stout. So you can see this is the aerial stem which is erect, or sometimes it may be bent or branch. Generally they are stout. And if we see the next word, the vegetative character, that is leaf. Leaves are long, linear, sessile, keeled with serrate spinous margin and sheathing bases. As you can see here from this particular slide in this image, they have a sheathing bases. Generally they are arranged spirally, as you can see, and they have a 4-ranked and often forming a crown at the apex of the stem. They are quite tough, fibrous and leathery, but not fleshy. They are canaliculate. And if we see the characteristics of the leaves, leaf bases, you can see leaf bases sheath the stem, and the small rootlets may develop from the immediate below this. You can see these are the small rootlets that arising from the sheathing bases. You can see from this particular there is a closely spaced leaves appear to be spirally arranged. You can see there is a quite small portion of the nodal region. So leaves are arranged quite spirally and very closely spaced. From this image you can see the small teeth-like margin edges of the leaves. This is the showing the teeth-like margin at the edge. And you can see from this particular image the midrib is quite prominent, you can see here, and the grooves on the upper surface you can see here. This is the midrib and these are the grooves, and you can see also there is a whitish coating or bloom is also present on the leaves. So leaves also showing many characteristics of this particular family in the Pandanaceae. They also have a, generally they have a spiral arrangement or maybe alternate. There's a very closely spaced leaves. They have a teeth margin. They have a prominent midrib. So these are the some characteristics of the leaves of the Pandanaceae family, and here is the figures of the Pandanus species. Now moving towards the floral characters of the family Pandanaceae, starting from the inflorescence. If we see the inflorescence, generally paniculate or spiculate covered by spathious or foliaceous bract. As you can see, these are the herbarium sheets showing the flowers of the Pandanaceae family. The flowers are unisexual, very simple type, and they are perianthales. That's why they are belong to the series Nudiflorae. And you can see here the leaves have a sheathing basis which has a prominent midrib, which also have a grooves, and these are a quite apex. This is the acute apex of the leaves. So now moving towards the male flowers, as we have seen in this particular family, the flowers are unisexual. So starting from the male flowers, in the male flower stamens are numerous, densely packed or separated or in fasciculate clusters. They are scattered over a phaseoid spadix like axis. The filament distincts or connate. Anthers are thicker. That means they have a two cells of anthers and sometimes divided. And the basifix. In this male flowers, generally gynoecium or ovary is rudimentary or very minutely present or maybe absent. So you can see here the male floral formula of the male flower. This is showing the male symbol. Perianth is absent totally in this particular family. They only have a endoecium. They have a numerous infinitum, and the gynoecium is totally absent in the male flowers. And if you see the female flowers, as you can see in the female flowers, if the endoecium is present, they may be in the form of staminate, but usually they are absent. If present, they are very small in size. Gynoecium is also pistil is numerous, coron in bundle or in isolated. The ovary is the superior. They are uniloculars, ovules solitary or many. They are showing the basal or parietal presentation. Ovules generally are anatropous and the style is short or none. And the stigma is one and the pistil subunited by stigmas. As you can see, these are the minute female flower, consist of a number of tightly packed ovaries trapped with a conical style and the stigma. As you can see, these are the female flowers that is packed together. A number of grouped together form a segment of phalanges. So these are the female flower or segment called as the phalanges. This flower is the one phalanges. You can see there is a group of phalanges present in this particular female flowers. And the fruit is syncarp, that is multiple berries or drupes and woody pulpy inside. And if we see the female flower floral formula, this is the representing the female flower. The parent is totally absent, and endoecium is also absent. Gynoecium is infinite in number and there is a superior in position. This is the floral formula of the female flower. Now moving towards this is the slide showing the fruits, pineapple like fruits of the Pandanaceae species. As you can see, these are the immature segments and these are the minute female flowers that we have discussed earlier. This is the mature reddish oranges fruits. Now these are the fruits break up on the tree. These are the number of multiple fruits and these are the mature segments. So you can see these fruits are there resembling the pineapple like appearance and they arise in the groups. So if we see the diagnostic character of this particular family, their plants are like palm-like appearance. They have a still root that supports the trunk of the stem. The plant is dioecious in general. They have a separate plant for the male and female flowers. The leaves are linear, sessile, tough and leathery. They paniculate or they have a spicate inflorescence. Flowers are unisexual and they are perianthales. So these are some diagnostic characters of the family Pandanaceae. And now moving towards some common plants of the family. The most common plant of this particular family is the Pandanaceae, which is also called as scrupine or gregarious shrub. Then the next one is the Pandanaceae tectorius. This is also called as a breadfruit or umbrellan shrub. And then the next one is the fascinata, which is a climbing shrub with brightly colored fleshy bracts. So this one is also used as a ornamental plants. These are some common plants of the family Pandanaceae. And here you can see this is the pandanus plants. This is the whole plant. You can clearly see the leaves are at the apex. These are the top still root that supporting the trunk of the stem. Here you can see the pandanus stamens as you can see here. Then this is the fruit of the pandanus. Here you can see fruit in the transverse section. Here you can see the seeds of the pandanus. This is the ovule of the pandanus. This one is the presentia. This is showing the TSF. You can see this is the parietal presentation, and this is the seeds of the presentia, and these are the ovaries. So this is slide showing the floral parts of the pandanus and presentia. Now moving towards the main plant that occur in India, that is the Pandanus tectorius, or that is also called as parkin. You can see in this particular figure the plant that have a still root that supporting the stem, and there is a pistillate flower you can see here. So these are the twig. This is the pistillate flower, and that is showing the staminate flower. And this one is the LS of the pistillate flower. You can see here there is a numerous pistillates present. Then this is the LS of staminate flower. You can see here. So these are the pandanus floral part that's showing the characteristic of the family Pandanaceae. As you can see, there is a large number of male and female plants, and these plants are arise on different generally plants are dioecious. And if we see the economic importance of the family Pandanaceae, the first that is the economic importance, that is the in food. The immature fleshy pericarp of the fruit of some species are source of food, with species like Pandanus amerifolius and Kakura, that is the Pandanus julianati, being an important source of food. Then some of this particular family are used as a flavoring agent, like the fragrant flowers of Pandanus tectorius are used in the preparation of Keoda water or Keoda ether. They have a fragrance that used also in the ether as well as in the food material, in the sweets or in the biryani. They are giving a flavor and fragrance to the food material. Besides this, the leaf of several species of pandanus are used in the making of paper and hatching made into hats, mats, umbrellas, and the leaves of pandanus species are valuable for brushes, bristles, cordage, fishing lines, fishing nets, and hunting nets. And the fibrous aerial roots are utilized for making corks and tiring baskets. Beside this, many plants of this particular family are also used as an ornamental plant like Presentia banskai and Pandanus, which are ornamentals in nature. So this is all about the Pandanaceae family. That's that's all about. And the Pandanus is the one of the major genera of this particular family, from which there is a Keoda water is obtained. And this particular plant is occur Pandanus in India's coastal areas, especially in the Bay and Bengal regions. So this is all about for this particular class session. Thank you all for joining.